Okay, I think I'm good now. Okay, for some reason my audio wasn't on, but I am good to go now. Hope you guys are doing great. Let me check my mic to make sure I'm good. I was just talking and my audio was not. Okay, we're good to go now. Um, Let me do a double check. So we're gonna have to the first beginning you'll have to kind of like scratch that out because I was talking. I was talking, but I wasn't talking. Okay. Okay. So let me go ahead and start. Let me start for real. Let me be for real for real. Okay, let me be for real. Let me turn on my professional hat and let me be for real for real. Okay, hey guys, I'm Sharlrita Deloatch. Super excited to be here with Digital Publisher. Absolutely love to help women build a soft life digital publishing business. And when I say soft life, that doesn't mean we don't do any work. It means we are heavy in processes, we're heavy in automations, we're heavy in making sure that things run smoothly so that we can build that business around. We can build a business around our lifestyle. So that's what we do. We business around our lifestyle, and your lifestyle could look different, from mine. Homeschool mom, um, quote unquote, I guess you want to say stay at home mom, wife, and running a business. So mine can look different for you. So what it is all depending on what your lifestyle is. And this month for the each month I'm going to be hosting a live workshop. And the live workshops are going to be centered around a particular topic in digital publishing. So this month we're going to be talking about self-publishing books. And I would love for you to join me for the masterclass. The masterclass happened on October the 10th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be diving deep into the mistakes that many aspiring and current authors make. And I'm not just going to be talking your head off about the mistakes, but I really want to shift you so that you don't make the same mistakes, whether it's your first book, you want to write, second book, third book, it doesn't matter. We're going to be talking about those shifts in the masterclass. It's absolutely free to join. I encourage you to join live, but if you know that you want to have, the content, you want to get the workshop, masterclass, and you're not going to be there, then you can get purchase the replay. Okay. And you can get that option right after you sign up for the masterclass. Okay. So I'm not going to dive, but I really want to talk about adapting this business mindset as an author, even when it's overwhelming, because here's the T. It's going to get overwhelming. Okay. No matter if you are in the writing stage, if you're in the publishing stage, if you are in the marketing stage. Yeah. A lot of authors don't like to market their books for some reason. I don't know where that stems from. I've seen it. I've done it in the past with my own books, and now I'm like, you put the work, the dedication into your book. You definitely want to market it because you want to. You wrote the book to. Hopefully, you wrote it to help someone else. Hopefully, you wrote the book to be a blessing to someone else, and not just thinking about what you don't want to do. Because the truth is, it's not about you. It's not about what we do. Hey, Miss Tan, it's not about you. It's really about the person that's reading the book. And when you keep that in mind, absolutely, then you'll find it much more easier to sell your books. But let's talk about the shift. So there's a shift. You got to have a shift. You want to, if you're writing a book now, you're thinking about it, you got to have this shift early from being a author, for just being an author, to an authorpreneur. Okay. If you've never heard of authorpreneur, let me give you a definition of that. So an authorpreneur is an author who not only writes books, but treats their writing career as a business. Notice I use the words writing career as a business. That's a difference between someone just saying, you know what, I just want to write a book. I just want to be an author. Now, that's nothing. Let me say that. This is nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. However, if you know that you want to write a book, a couple of reasons why you want to write the book. Of course, you want to impact other people. You feel like you have something to share that's going to help someone else. But absolutely, you want to get to the money. You do want to make money from it. I mean, why would you want to spend money on getting a book written, published, putting all that time and energy into it and not want to sell it is beyond me. You want to sell it, right? But you are an entrepreneur is an author who not only writes books, but treats their writing career as a business. Now, why does this shift matter? Why does this matter? Because the difference between the author who writes for passion and those of you who write for passion and profit. I'm passion and profit. Point blank. I don't write for passion. I don't write for passion alone. I write for passion and profit. And I know people like, it's not all about the money. No, it's not just only about the money, okay? But it is about the money too. Okay, let's be real. Like, be honest. I know I'm honest with myself. I like to write. I enjoy writing. I really enjoy getting my knowledge and my expertise into books so that they sell, but I also like to make money. Like, I love that part too. So being an entrepreneur is taking on that mindset, which is one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of authors make, is not having that mindset from the very beginning. Here's what I've seen as being in publishing for a very long time. People write the book, you publish the book, you may have put some money into it, you put some effort into it. And then your next question to ask is, well, how do I market it? Honey, that's supposed to be in the back of your mind before you even wrote the book. And I get it. I get it. The goal is to get it out, but you want to sell it. But if you don't know what you don't know, that's why you have me. But if you don't know and understand that in order for you to put something out good, you got to think about the marketing way ahead of time. I want you to think about beyond books. I want you to think about even like Walmart. Let's think about Walmart. Even with them, they always, even now, this is October, right? Probably in the next, maybe right after Christmas. Yes, probably like right after Christmas. They're going to start putting out Valentine's stuff because they already know that Valentine's is coming. So they are going to put their Valentine's stuff up. Right now, I know the Walmarts that I've been in, they got the fall stuff out, and they've been slowly but surely started putting out Christmas things, because we're in October and Christmas will be here before you know it. So the same thing you have to position yourself with your book is that it's going to get published, but the marketing of it has to happen way before you launch. So with Walmart, because we know that Christmas is coming, their marketing is, we're gonna start putting the advertisement out. We're gonna start putting these booklets out. You're gonna start getting things in the mail. You're gonna start getting, coupons and things like that to seed in. They're seeding you to let you know, hey, we're gonna have these things coming up. Okay. Hey, Alicia, I hope you're doing well. So yeah, we're gonna have these things coming up. So Christmas is around the corner. So get ready. You have to take the same approach with your book. And this approach can be done with any type of book. You want to have this done with any type of book, whether it's a fiction book, nonfiction book, children's book. You have to have this approach, especially when you want to make money from it. I think a lot of people are not honest with themselves in the beginning. They are honest with themselves after it's done, but they're not honest with themselves in the beginning, saying, you know what, I do want to put this book out, but I do want to make money. And that definitely, when you have that mindset shift, that definitely helps you, because the modalities that you'll need to make the money, or where the money is going to come from. Because it's not just going to fall from the sky. You got to be strategic in how you do that, right? So having that mindset shift in the beginning, going from just an author to an entrepreneur, that means you look at your book as a business. And that means the activities that you're going to do in your marketing will showcase that. It's going to display that in what you do, and with your attitude about your book and how you approach your book. Because if you're not excited about your book, or you don't you don't feel the excitement of you launching the book, then the excitement is not going to roll over to those that you want to purchase your book. Okay. When it comes to being an entrepreneur, you definitely got to change your identity too. Comes from an identity shift that you have to have and moving beyond yourself as just a solo creator, embracing that role as the author as well as the entrepreneur. Okay. So entrepreneurs know that, hey, this book is my business, so you're going to have a different approach than anybody else that just wrote the book just to write the book. Okay, so having that mindset shift is very, very vital, and it's one of the mistakes. I can't wait to the masterclass because I'm going to give you some examples and some ways that you can really shift it, some practical ways to help you to shift your mindset. And it just takes, sometimes, certain things, especially in life, it just takes certain tweaks. You just need certain tweaks to do things. Sometimes your book cannot be selling because of the way the cover looks, because of the title that you titled the book, because you don't have a subtitle, because you got to position it in a different way. Okay. So I hope that you guys join me for the free masterclass. I'm going to be talking about those mistakes. Plus, I'm going to be giving you some insight on how you can create your own self-publishing system. That's one of the things I teach my students, is that everything we do in our digital publishing business is all about a system, creating a system, a process, so that you can make this very much feasible for you, make it feasible for you. Okay. Now, when there's some other different mindset shifts that I definitely want to mention, right, is recognizing that when you're writing your book, it's just the beginning. Like, while you're writing it, when you get it published, we think that that's the, like, I got that done. Baby, you just beginning. That's just the beginning step. That's just, you just getting started, because the marketing is a life on its own. Okay, so you get the book written, you get it published. That's amazing. Kudos to you. But honey, the next steps, the next part of that is marketing that thing, and marketing it not just for a weekend, or not just marketing it for a day for you to hit Amazon bestseller. Like, we're beyond that. Like, we're beyond that. Nothing wrong with hitting Amazon bestseller. I hit it so many different times. However, every time I do, the real work is after you, and keeping up with it, because you realize with the internet, we got to stay in people's face. Like, we got to stay out, we got to keep our books in front. Like today, you on my YouTube channel, I was talking about my books today. Like, every chance that I get, I have it in my marketing strategy. You need to talk about your book. You need to talk about the books, that not just one book. I'm talking about with an S, because I have more than one book, so having those ways where I'm talking about my books so that they can help other people, because people need what you have. Okay. People need what you have. And not even just a mindset shift when it comes to these books and building your entrepreneur, the money, like realizing that you're building multiple streams of income. All right. Realize that you're building multiple streams of income from just a book, right? So you can sell the book directly. You can create workshops around your book. You can create a course around your book. You can use affiliate marketing with your book. Two ways that you can do this with affiliate marketing. You can have other people to market your book and they get an affiliate commission. And then you can also input your book as an affiliate offer as far as, with other people. So with other people, you can say, hey, I see that you have something that comes to my mind. So I see that you have this bundle of products and things, and I want to insert my book in with your products. Maybe somebody's making a basket or something like that. You can definitely input your book in those baskets. Now, that one wouldn't really be an affiliate marketing. That would be more of like just a book sale, like bulk book sales and things like that. But you can think about affiliate marketing too with your books. Getting some people to be affiliates for you, and then also input in where people can also make money from your books too. Okay. Hey Dash, I hope you're doing well. So yeah, so that's that too. So money. Think about your book as a money. It's a way that for you to really, really make some money from. And even if some of you like to, if you like to speak, one of the things I used to do, I used to go out and speak to different places. You can get paid to speak, but instead of getting a check to speak, you can offer them a bulk of your books for them to pay for. Don't just give your book away, but have them to pay for a bulk of your books. And that can be, like your speaker fee. I've seen a couple of people do that were very successful too. Alicia said that Pinterest is her favorite market strategy. I haven't even tapped in Pinterest when it comes to my books just yet. I have with other things, but Pinterest, yes. Pinterest is like my favorite marketing platform anyway, besides YouTube. Don't tell YouTube that. I love YouTube too. But Pinterest is one of those those hidden gems for authors that you can definitely tap into when it comes to your books. Okay. So when it comes to you being an author, you definitely got to shift your mind. Okay. You got to shift your mind to long-term thinking as well. Of course, you got your short-term. So yes, you do want to get some quick wins for your book. You do want to get immediate sales. You do want to get those, but think about the long-term, okay? How you can create a system for sustainable growth with your book, like having an email list, creating content, your marketing, how you build an author brand, okay? Building an author brand. And if you're like me, you like to write and publish more than one book. Think about other books, like having a book series, follow-up books, and just important other things that you can think about as an authorpreneur. So I know it can definitely be overwhelming. It can be. But once you get into it and you're committed to it and you have that mindset that, listen, I'm not sitting down writing this book and publishing this book for myself. This is for somebody else. And somebody else needs to have this book. Not even just the book, just the content that's inside the book they need to have, because there are breakthroughs or there are certain milestones that people cannot reach in their own lives until you reach yours. So sometimes your book, I have heard people say to me about my books is that, hey, I wouldn't have never known about this particular subject if I had not read your book, or your book helped me to realize, like one of my books, I talk about writing your book fast, like how you can really repurpose content you already have to get your book done. And I had a couple of people tell me, wow, I never thought about that. I never thought about taking blog posts or videos that I already have to create my books. Here I am thinking that I just need to create a whole brand new book. And that's absolutely further from the truth. I am a repurpose queen. I am going to repurpose, okay? Like this video right here that I'm doing. I'm going to repurpose this into an article. I'm going to repurpose this into an email and also a post that I'm going to put on LinkedIn. So there are some that you have to repurpose your content, because you got to remember that not everybody is going to view your content from the same modality. Okay. Some people may find you or discover you through your books first. Some people may discover you through your videos first. Some people may discover you through your blog posts or your articles first. Some people may even discover you from Pinterest first. But in order for they gotta discover you. So you gotta have some content out there for them to discover you. If you don't put the content out there for them to discover you, there's nothing to discover. Okay, so got to get out of that. Come out of your shell. Come out of the imposter syndrome, thinking that, man, I already wrote a blog post about this. Nobody's going to read my book. Absolutely, they will. Absolutely, they will. Okay, I'm here to assure you that they will. Because think about this. Let's say you wrote a book about gardening, right? You're like a gardening person. You love to garden, and you're teaching people how to start their own gardening. You may have wrote some blog posts about gardening. However, if I go to your blog post, what will I have to do? I have to click through all of your blog posts. It's kind of like piecing something together. But if you took the blog posts and organize them into a book so that it is feasible for me to read step by step, I'm going to be very appreciative. And I'm not going to care that it's on a blog, even if most of the time people don't even know if it comes from a blog, right? So I think we overthink things. I say we because I've been there too, just overthinking it. Like, why are you thinking like that? You're the only one that thinks like that. Who is everybody? Well, everybody does that. Everybody thinks, who is everybody? Who is everybody? I get my kids about that too. Well, they said this is the way it's supposed to be. Well, who is they? Who are they? The they is you, your mind, and your thinking, your stinking thinking, and you're thinking that it's not possible for you when it is. Okay, so going from just an author to an entrepreneur takes a mindset shift, and it's not magic. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. Okay, it takes a process for you to learn, but you got to embrace it, especially if you know what you know, that God has called you to either share your process, share your story, share, if you got a children's book, however, the way that He has prompted you to share it, it needs to get out there. And I don't care how many other people have wrote about it. I don't care how many other people have thought about it, or it doesn't matter. What matters is just the simple fact that you need to get it out. Okay, because it needs to get out. Okay, so I hope that this helped you to get you to shifting around just being an author, and sit down, especially if writing a book is something that you want to do. Sit down and think about for yourself, why do you want to do it? What's the reasons why? Okay, I talked about earlier, you can have a passion for something, but you can also make profit. I'm a passion and profit type of somebody. Okay, I have a passion for things. I love to do certain things, but I want to make profit. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I think we should want to make money from our gifts. I think now there some things that I don't make money from all the time. Yeah, there are. There are some things I don't make money from everything that I know how to do, but I still sometimes utilize those things, even if it's just utilizing with my kids. It may not necessarily pan over right now financially, but it will pan over from time because it's something that I'm putting in my children. That's going to live way beyond any type of money that I desire to make from that gift. Okay, so having that mindset shift is really going to help you to step into who you're supposed to be as an author, and it helps you to have you'll have a different swag about your work. You have a different swag about what you are doing, and because you get to appreciate it more as you're doing it, right? When you know what you know, and you know that you're helping other people, that's first off, and you know that you're doing something that God has told you to do. You have a desire in your heart to do it, and God been speaking to you to do it. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it, because somebody is waiting. And I know sometimes we hear that and we think that it's cliche, but really, because I used to think that was cliche, like, what do you mean somebody's waiting on me? Like, how is that possible? It is. Sit down and think about it. Like, just think about life in general, like anything. What if the person that made this Carmex, God put it in their spirit to learn how to, to make this Carmex, this lip gloss, lip balm, or whatever. Lip balm is what they have it. What if they didn't do this, you know, then I would be having chapped lips right now. So it's just the small things you think about, the obedience in doing something that you are positioned to do because somebody needs it. Somebody needs what you have. What if the person just never thought about creating this pen, these pens that I absolutely love? Then I know I wouldn't be able to write the things that I'm able to write. I know it sounds a little cheesy, but I'm just trying to give you give you a real life example for real. And I'm laughing, but I'm for real. Okay. Like anything that you create, anything that comes to your mind and you go out and you create it, especially with a book, no matter what, somebody needs it. And they won't be able to get the answer that they need, the answer, the direction that they need, the strategies that they need, the process that they need. There's a need. Okay, there's a need. The fact that there's a need for my work keeps me going. Okay. Now, on the icing on the cake is you can profit from it. That's the icing on the cake. But really, truly for me, and I don't know what that's like for you, you can tell me in the comments, what's that like for you? It's the fact that I am producing some, whether it's through my words, whether it's through my video, whether it's through, my journaling and creating journals. Somebody needs it. Okay. Somebody needs it. I got an email today and I got a response to the young lady, and she made me feel so good. I got to tell you, I was just boohooing because she said to me, "You made my dream come true," allowing me to, I think she said, publishing her first journal or something. She said, but it was the words that she said that pricked my heart. And she was like, "You made my dream come true." So if I had not put together the bundle or whatever, I think that's it she purchased, if I have not put that together, she would not have been able to produce what she wanted to produce. So the fact that, yes, I got paid from that bundle, that's great. All right. I'm not going to just give stuff away. However, what really, really pricked my heart was the fact that she said that I made her dreams come true. Because I was obedient and I took the time to do something or to produce something, and she was able to capitalize on that. Right. So your book that you've been thinking about writing or thinking about, maybe you probably, more than likely, you probably already got the book. You just need to, you probably published it, but you want to maybe publish another one, or you're someone that, maybe it's your first time publishing. You got to think beyond just you. And that's probably why a lot of you procrastinate a lot, because you think about yourself. It's not about you. It's about the other person that needs what you have. Like their need should be greater than your being tired. Because some days I'm like that. I'm a human too. And I'd be like, I'm just tired. I don't feel like doing this today, or I'm not feeling well. I. It's always I. But when I say those things, that's being selfish, because I'm just thinking about myself when I should be thinking about the person's need. Their need should be greater, and it should pull you to do it. So there's absolutely no reason or excuses why that you've been sitting on writing this book for years. Like that part I could never understand. Like that part I could never understand with people, because that's beyond selfish. And I don't mean to sound mean, but it is. It's like you just sit there and what are you just waiting for somebody else to just pick it up and write it for you, when God already put it in you, or he always led you to a path where you can get it done. So if you're listening to my video and you know that, listen, I need to go ahead and get this book published, I need to get this out there, then come to the masterclass. Because the masterclass, I'm doing that out of obedience. because I know that this message is needed. Okay. Alicia said, this reminds me of what Myron Golden said. You are an asset, but you are the only asset when you're seeking to serve other people. Exactly. Exactly. When you serve other people, and serving other people does not necessarily mean that you're not getting paid for it. Let make sure we say that too. Okay. And because I love Myron Golden stuff, and I know he know what I mean. So serving people is thinking beyond yourself. It's like, you know what, my servant to people is to write this book. Let me get it done. Okay, let me get it done. So I love that what Myron Golden has said. You are an asset. I am an asset. You are an asset. And you think about that even with your books and things, like I was talking about, having that mindset shift from being an author to an entrepreneur. It's another A word. You are an asset. So we're put here to serve other people. And that can look different according to what you are called here to do. So I'm in my purpose. I'm serving women, helping them to build publishing businesses and digital publishing businesses. I'm an asset. I'm an asset. So I love that. Thank you for typing that, Alicia. I appreciate that. So yeah, so I'm done preaching now. Y'all come to the masterclass. I look forward to seeing you. This masterclass is live. I love doing live like workshops and masterclasses. But I was like, when I was thinking about, because it's the end of the going through the end of the year and going into 2025, I personally I had to sit down and say, okay, how do you want your business to look like going forward? And no matter what, and I love automation. I got a couple of trainings in my description you can get that are automated, like my digital publisher blueprint. You want to build a digital publishing business, from scratch, or if you want to incorporate digital publishing in your current business, you can get that workshop. Is in my description. In the description, that is like an on-demand training, right? And I love those too. But I really love the live. I love hosting live classes. So, but I also had to look at my capacity. I just started homeschooling. I had to look at a lot of things. So I had to look at my capacity as a woman. I'm over 40 now. And if you over 40, you understand, but it's a little different when you over 40. And as I'm working on my health and things like that too, I have to make sure that I have the capacity to do certain things. Because I don't know about you, and I know myself, right? I know me, so I always know who I am. Thank you, CC. I know who I am, so I know what I could tolerate and what I can't. So because I love doing the live stuff, I know that I can't do it all the time because of other personal things. So I know me. So I was like, you know what? I still want to do the live, so I can at least commit to doing a live masterclass every month. I also know me that sometimes your girl can get a little bored with stuff. That's just me. Some stuff I'll be like, okay, I'm tired of doing this. Let me do something else. That's why some people that's why people ask me and they say to me, it's like, wow, you do so much in public, because I'm never bored. Like I'm never really going to get bored in my business because I have a lot of moving parts, but I absolutely love it. I don't know if that's something. I don't know if you like that too. It's like, oh, I just love what I do. I love it. So I'm committed to doing at least one live masterclass each month. But each month, I don't want to do the same masterclass. I got to change it up a bit. So that's why I was like, you know what? Let me break down the different components of digital publishing in live masterclasses. So some people may come to me and, want to actually do what I do in digital publishing, which could be a lot. But then there are some that like, I don't want to do everything you do, but I do want to learn how to write and publish my books, or I do want to learn more about the systems and building my email list and the marketing. So I'm breaking down the different topics of digital publishing and having those classes. So I already mapped out the October masterclass, and then November and December. I haven't started 2025 just yet. I want to get through these first. So that's why I'm doing that. Just the method behind my madness. So we're talking about self-publishing this month. Okay. So I know people are gonna ask, well, when are you gonna do this one again? I don't know. I don't know, but I will have it. You can get the replay. You can purchase the replay, and it comes with the workbook too for $27. So you can get that too. So just sign up at sharlritadeloatch.com/masterclass. When you sign up, it's gonna you'll get an email about getting the replay if you want to get the replay. So yeah, that's why I'm doing that. So just to explain that for those of you that want to know but didn't ask. Yeah, I ain't asked for that, Sharlrita. Well, you gonna get it. You gonna get it. All right. Do y'all have any questions for me? Any questions for me? I love doing these live streams. Y'all are so funny. Y'all so nice. I appreciate y'all so very much. Let me know if you have any questions. I think I covered everything. I was looking at my notes to make sure that I covered everything for today. But we're going to do this. We're going to do this. And I'm glad I picked October to do this masterclass because it's going to it'll take you every bit of less than 30 days or so to get your book done. You just got to be serious about doing it. You got to get focused on doing it, and you can do it. You can definitely do it with a lot of focus. But my goal is to teach you your own self-publishing system so that you can, when you learn it, you can do it over and over and over again. I love publishing. All right, so no questions. Y'all have a great one. Your Cece said yes, over 40 hits different, real different. I'm trying to figure out. I don't know if any men up here. I'm trying to figure out where perimenopause come from. Who made that up? Who made it? I was in the car the other day and I was saying something about perimenopause, and my daughter said, well, who created that, Mom? I said, I don't know, but they need to take it back. I don't like it. Okay. I don't like all that comes with it. I don't know. I don't know why they do this to us women and who made this stuff up. And it's like, but how do how do they know? How they know? Dash said, try over 50. Well, I ain't hit 50 yet. I just turned 42. But honey, I was thinking that this stuff started happening after 50. That's what I thought. But no, honey. It's like it hit different when you over 40. I think it's something they put in our body. It got to be something or something. My mom, I don't know if it's on my mama. No, that means all our mamas ate it. But I think it's something they put in us when we were smaller. I really do. I'm not a conspiracy theory type person, but it's some things they need to answer these questions because I got questions. How this happened? How all us women be having these same symptoms around this same age? How this happens? I don't know. Alicia said, how do you manage to multitask all of what you do? Trello, honey, Trello.com. But not even just that. It's a couple of things. I use Trello, Trello, Trello.com. I use that. I just use the free version. I haven't felt the need to upgrade just yet. I'm fine with just the free version. But I use Trello and the way I have my board set up, I know what I'm doing every single day. Every single day. But for my bigger, so I have not bigger. Yeah, I have like themes every day. So every day, there are some tasks that I have to do every day. Like every day, I'm always going to send out my newsletter. That's one thing I'm doing every single day. So that goes on. Each board for each day has its own, I guess it's a board. I forgot what Trello call it. Trello calls it a board, and then they call, let's just say lists, right? But I know they got names for them. So I got a board with my name, and then I got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So under Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I know that I'm sending out my newsletter. So that goes under every day. There's other things I know I'm doing every day. What's something else I do every single day? I'm looking at my board now. Something else that I do every single day is I have different activities for I create done for you journals and planners. So I know there's a marketing activity with that every single day. So that's how I really help me to stay organized. And then I have a theme for every day. So every day has an overall theme. Like Mondays are like my admin days. Mondays are the days that I might create some funnel, some email. It's like I'm doing what they say, I'm working on the business. I'm really much, checking out my funnels, check if I need to create something. Like this past Monday, I knew I needed to create my slides for the masterclass. So I knew I needed to get that done. I like to get that stuff done ahead of time. So when it's time for me to do the masterclass, I don't like to be scrambling to get things done. So every day I have a theme. So like Tuesdays are like my client work days. Okay. So I have some coaching clients. So the Tuesdays are the days that they hear from me. I'm doing some check-ins with them. So I have like 3 clients right now because I don't work with a lot of one-on-one clients. So I have 3 clients right now, and no, two. So I do check-ins with them. And then sometimes I do have old clients that I did publishing for and stuff. They may come in and ask me to do a couple of things for their business. They'll pay me they're like, hey, I had one client, she asked me to, she had a book that we published and she wanted to make changes to it. So she needed to get reformatted and stuff like that. So, she paid me to do that. So I do those type of things, especially for people that, were already in my ecosystem and they know me and, they already, they just need specific things. So that's what I do on Tuesdays. Wednesdays, which is yesterday. No, Wednesday is today. I work in She Writes Digital Hub. So today I did some creating. So I create journals and plans. So I have to create. That's my creation day. Thursday is a content day. Friday is my book writing day. So that's when I'm writing, my books. And Saturday is a low content book day. So that's where I have brands on KDP. So I focus on that. So I just take my different products, my different big projects, and have themes for that day. So I don't feel like I'm all over the place. I know what that feels like. That doesn't feel good. Alicia says, I love doing different projects, but my issue sometimes I want to do everything all at once. Me too, honey. But we can't. You got to spread it out. And I'm going to use my Google Calendar too, So I look at before I schedule anything, I look at my Google Calendar. And then you have to figure out for yourself, So I know at this stage in my life, and everything that I'm doing, especially homeschooling and things like that, I don't have the capacity like to do a whole lot of things in the evening time. I like to preserve my evening times for family. I like to preserve my evening times to cook. I have been slacking off my cooking because I've been working, and plus we're doing some transitions personally. But I realized that no matter where I am, what I'm doing, I got to stick on routine. So I'm like right now, I'm in this season, I'm working on my routines, my morning routines, my night routines, getting those routines together. And I like to preserve my nighttime, especially to cook, because cooking does save. I know groceries are high, right now. But with my family, with the family of, we have in all, we have 5 kids that live with us, so 2 adults, and the other 3 teenagers, another teenager, and 2 are like, one is 12 and one is 10. So it's like we have 5 children living with us, plus me and my husband. So it is much cheaper for me to cook a meal at night. So I like to preserve my evenings at night. So that's why you don't see me. I don't do a lot of, going live at night and things like that, because that's why I preserve my energy for my family. So it just all depends on you, in your lifestyle. I still make it happen during the day, even with the homeschooling. Like, this is our week with homeschooling, which is one of the things I love, is that we can make our own schedule. So basically, I set it so that, to make sure that we're meeting the state requirements, is that we set it up where the children are homeschooled 3 weeks out of the month. And then every last week of the month, we're off. So this is our off week. And then this gives me an opportunity to look back and see what we done, what we haven't done, because we just started in September. So look back to see how we can improve, or what things I can implement, and any ideas that I get from my kids and things like that. Because my kids, they're going to be writing their own books, and I'm gonna put publishing in there. They're gonna be writing their own books and things like that. So that's going to be heavy projects that they're going to be doing. So yeah, it's just a matter of, that's what I do, Alicia. I just schedule. I have to schedule, and I use Trello heavily. I use my calendar heavily. I'm definitely working on my routines to get more tighter with my routines, so yeah. I hope I answered your question. Hope that was helpful. But it's possible. I would not be able to do this if I had to work a job. I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't. And another thing that helps me too, Alicia, or anybody else that's listening, what helps me too is working in blocks. Like, working in blocks, that helps me so much. And plus, for me, it helps my family too. So if I know, I work very well in the early mornings. Like, I'm working on trying to get up at 5, between 5 and 6. I can get up between 5 and 6 and work to at least 8 or 9. I would be good, because I only do like 4 hours a day of work. I try not to do nothing over that. So like, now I'm about done for the day, because I done did everything I was supposed to do. Going live is my last task of the day. It's my last task of the day. So working in blocks really helps me. So I know between 5 and 9, I'm working. Between 9 and do homeschool, we try to do between 9 to 11, something like that. Give them a little bit where they can sleep in, and then giving them where we can stop. We're not into the late afternoon. So it's a lot of things I love about homeschool. And it takes a lot of mindset shift too with homeschooling, especially as the mom, as a parent. It does take a lot of mindset shift that I'm working on. I'm working on, and realizing that I'm not school, and then having that responsibility to know that you are in charge of your children's, like, education. But at the same time, why wouldn't I be? Why can't I be? So I'm grateful for the opportunity to homeschool. I'm grateful for the opportunity. I'm glad that I pushed forward with it. I'm just glad that I pushed forward with it. And my husband, he's very much involved too, but this was something that I wanted to take on. When I brought it to him, I said, I really want to homeschool the kids. I think that homeschooling, I knew that God was, and I see why he was calling me. Not to get a little more personal, but I knew that he was calling me to get them out of the school. And it was a lot of things that were revealed to me why, that I know I made the right choice. And yes, it was very heavy in the beginning because, like, oh my God, you got to be responsible for this. But the more and more I engulf myself in community, that's why community is important. Being a part of community, I'm a part of, Facebook groups and things like that for other moms and dads that are homeschooling. And also, um, we get ready to go into some cohorts with other parents in our area and meeting up with them and things like that. So community is just so important. And I think that's a great thing to be a part of, no matter what you're doing, whether it's in business, personal. I know a lot of people, go to church and things. That's community. Having that community of individuals, like-minded individuals that you guys are like on the same, hitting the same goals and going to the same locations is great. It's great to have community because it does help. It does help. So yeah, just got a little personal, just a little bit. So yeah, just to answer Alicia's question. So yeah, Trello is my place for organization. Give yourself grace and you don't have to say yes to everything. I learned how to stop saying yes to everything. If it doesn't feel like, if I don't feel like that's a good opportunity, because I've been approached with some amazing opportunities, but I'm like, that's not going to work. Don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to say no, not right now. It's not for you because, yeah, don't be afraid to say no. So, anyways, all right. I hope you guys have a great one. I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to, get ready. If you start getting dinner ready. What time do y'all cook dinner? I think it's after 5 now. I think like the 6 o'clock range is a good time. Cause some days I'd be like, man, I ain't cooked nothing and won't cook anything till like 8 o'clock. That's too late, right? I'm always working on something too, y'all. So 6 o'clock, the 6 o'clock range, I think that's a good time for dinner. So yeah, some people do it earlier. Some people do the 5 o'clock. I don't see 5 o'clock in my range right now, but but anyways, y'all have a good one. Let me know if you have any questions. If you're watching a replay, let me know. Thank y'all for coming and that do. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see y'all in the masterclass too. All right, bye.